Okay, let's replace the inner liquid tube on this Tornador Black, the Z020. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to look at it. I'm going to do a quick inspection. I don't know why it's not spraying liquid. I suspect maybe too much air pressure. That's what will cause an inner liquid tube to go bad, or the rotate set itself gets so worn out it doesn't want to communicate anymore and draw liquid. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, and it's kind of hard for camera here, but I'm going to take a 17mm wrench and I'm going to lock it on either this nut here or bring it down here, okay? I'm going to bring it over, put it in the vise, snug it down, get it in position. Okay, once I get that going, I pull that out just like that. Okay. First thing I do is I look inside here and make sure there's no obstruction, maybe dried multi-purpose cleaner, maybe the jar got contaminated. There's a number of different things. I can look inside of this little ball here. There's a screen there. I want to make sure that's clean. Okay, one way I can test the end of this is I just go up and I make sure the air reverse switch is open because the bell cock's open. I go, okay, there's air going through, so it means I'm siphoning. Now, if you don't want to kiss that thing, I love this WD-40 with this flexible tube. I'll just squirt. Okay, see? I can do water with that too. But when you use WD, you lubricate things. It doesn't hurt to do this to your tool. It's just going to make it nicer. It's going to make it last longer too. Okay, next wrench was a 14mm. I'm going to take this off. I think I found his problem already. Okay. Oops. I think I might have knocked it off. But anyway, I can see where some debris worked its way into the center here, and it blocked the tube. So something in the container has come up and blocked the inner liquid tube. Okay, I can also see where maybe it got a little bit crimped. Sometimes you can pull on it and straighten it out a little bit. You know what? I don't think we need to replace this. I think for whatever reason, from the bottom of this ball cock and whatever got inside of the jar, drew it up in there and it stopped it. So that's what we're going to look at right here. Interesting, okay? That's going to happen. But let's say that this is damaged. Let's say that it's bent or it's worn out. So I'm going to put in the new one. This is the new one. And as you can see the difference here, something got in there. For whatever reason, whatever chemical, whatever happened, got up in there and it clogged it out. I cleaned it out. You might be able to use it. I got a new one in my hand. I'm not going to take it all apart and realize I should have replaced it. They're not that expensive. This is my workhorse. I'm going to take care of it. Okay, we're going to put the inner liquid tube in. Hey, wait a minute. You can't do that. It's been tried. I've talked to guys. They say, I can't get the thing through there. Okay, we've got to take this off. We're going to get a 12mm and loosen this up. We're going to take it off. Okay. And we're going to take that off. Rotate set looks in great shape. Okay, now we're going to take this and we're going to guide that inner liquid tube through there. I'm going to take it and I'm going to finger tighten. Now notice I'm holding it here with my fingers because I kind of want to turn it and coach it as we go. We don't want to twist that up inside, okay? Just finger tighten that down. Okay, now, once again, we open that up. We verified that there's no problems there. We're going to put the inner liquid, or the air reverse switch and the cap on. Tighten this down like this. Okay, I get asked, should I use plumber's tape? We're not stopping a leak. We want a good, tight fitting. Plumber's tape will stop a leak and contain the air from coming out, but it's not going to stop or make a fitting stronger. So we're going to take this, we're going to tighten it up. And the reason why I say that is that if you're very confident and you can use the right type of thread locker, maybe 35 pound, 50 pound, that's what it's going to take to break it loose. Should you have to replace that, you can use thread locker. Okay, we're going to come back, we're going to figure the direction of the air reverse. Okay, it gets a little snug coming around the corner here because the air reverse switch is on the side that I work, okay? Now, if you're left-handed, I'm going to stop right here. And you may like it over here. It's up to you where you stop it. But I want to put this in place. Get this over here where everybody can see it. I'm going to bring it around. Okay, one more little crank. I'm going to be nice and even. Okay, now I got my air reverse switch here right where I need it. Okay, everything's sound, everything's tight. I'm going to take my rotate set and I'm going to put it on. I don't have to put this back in the vise. Okay, once we get this tight, using a 12 millimeter wrench, get that tight. Okay. Okay, we've got the inner liquid tube in. We've tightened down the rotate set. Wait a minute. That's wrong. That's way too much inner liquid tube. If you replace it and you try to make it work, it's not going to happen. It's in the instructions, so take a peek at that, but it'll help you here to remember this. As you can see, this goes back and forth by design. When the air goes on, it pushes it forward. That's what we're going to do, is we're going to push that forward. Then we're going to take a single edge razor blade and we're going to cut it. Don't use scissors, don't use a dull blade, because you want the end of that to be super clean. So use a sharp single edge razor blade. Okay, rotating good. Unfortunately for this user, they might want to take a look at what they put in the jar. Anything can happen. We clean dirt, we move dirt. Okay, let's put this together and see if it sprays. One thing I do with my Tornador, you don't have to put a lot of grip on this to get it tight. Just get it snug. And when I remove the jar, I remove it like this. It'll save wear and tear on the fittings and everything. Okay, let's grab a little air here. I'm working with about 95 PSI. Let me grab a towel. Okay, don't know if the camera can see this or not. Okay, we got liquid, we're good to go. That's replacing the TB600 inner liquid tube for the black. Now, please don't get it confused with the Tornador Classic inner liquid. They're different. Classic is thinner, it's smaller, it's shorter. It won't work in this. You need the industrial, or should I say the longer, more durable styled inner liquid tube. Make sure you use Tornador black parts and not the Classic. So hope this helps. My name's Dennis.